Good evening, one and all. Welcome you all to the second day of International Conference on Global Parents, Bicycle, Fishing, Environment, Food Safety, Nutrition, Oceans, Biodiversity, Ecosystems, Awareness, Education, Health, Well-being, and Sustainable Development 2024, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 76 years of independence, and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns, and also commemorating Global Day of Parents, World Bicycle Day, International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression, World Environment Day, International Day for the Fight Against Illegal, Unreported and Unregulated Fishing, Russian Language Day, World Food Safety Day, World Ocean Day, and many other international and national commemorations. And as part of awareness and campaigns, in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Arts, Sciences, and Wellness. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations. And those who are interested to make presentations can share your details in the chat box. After commemorations, as per the feasibility, we will invite you for the presentations. Today, we have various commemorations. As this week is very much related to environment, we have a lot of commemorations on this day, especially we'll look at these commemorations which are celebrated for the entire week. Like this week is also commemorated as Bedbug Awareness Week in US. Bedbug Awareness Week is observed in the first full week of June every year. Majorly in US, makes it from June 2nd to 8th this year. These pests are one of the most common problems experienced by people across the world. In fact, in April 2020, 6 million online conversations in America revolved around the bedbug issue. For those who aren't aware, bedbugs are small brown colored insects that feed on insects and animals to survive. Bedbugs' bites can really hurt. Not only are these insects near impossible to spot, but they are also tough to get rid of. Get rid of. This is why Bedbug Awareness Week has created to rid the US of this common pest. In 2017, Bedbug Awareness Week was officially declared by the National Pest Management Association, NPMA, which was done in an attempt to bring to light the common problem of bedbugs that plague America. The week also focuses on creating awareness regarding bedbugs, what causes them, and how they can be eliminated from the household. This mission was taken forward by the Professional Pest Management Alliance, PPMA, who now strongly promotes Bedbug Awareness Week every year. PPMA is an organization that is known to advertise the importance of pest control and why it is the solution of Americans have been searching. This is done by various campaigns, including online and social media, that flooded Twitter, Facebook, and other popular platforms during June. The aim is to acknowledge the fact that the bedbugs can enter the house and no matter how clean and cautious you are, and if you don't recognize the problem, you'll continue waking up with insect bites on your body, which can be quite painful, especially for children. Though bedbugs are a year-long problem, this specific week in June has been dedicated to cause, since summertime is a peak travel season. People visit tropical islands, forests, mountain regions, etc. And before they know it, bedbugs have become their new housemates. This week long also highlights the importance of hiring a recognized pest control professional. Since the stubborn bedbugs are not easy to get rid of, the motto of this week is to educate and inform. So bedbugs are transported to homes through people who have traveled. To get rid of bedbugs, wash your bed sheets in hot water or leave them out in the sun. Vinegar can kill bedbugs, but that is only possible if you catch the bedbugs and dip them in vinegar. It's time to hire an exterminator and get rid of any bedbugs that may have crawled into your bed. Use social media platforms to create awareness regarding bedbugs and the problems they cause. Many people aren't aware of that their homes might be infested with these bugs and look up for natural remedies. Don't want to invest in pest control? There are various natural ways in which bedbugs can be eliminated. So you can find and share it around so that they can be adopted. Bedbugs can survive freezing temperatures, survive in cold climates. Bedbugs can live months without a meal, so no food, no problem. Bedbugs' eggs are 1 millimeter long. A single female bedbug lays 500 eggs in a lifetime. Bedbugs feed only on live hosts. They do not eat dead ones. So since the week encourages discussions regarding bedbugs, it also aids in creating awareness regarding the insects and how they enter our homes. This week plays the role of increasing knowledge regarding bedbugs and what they are, how they survive, and the problems they can cause. So you get to know all these there is about the disparities. During the week, numerous solutions, including pest control as well as natural remedies, are pushed to the forefront. This awareness leads to the people taking instant remedies action to eliminate the problem. This week is also commemorated as Community Health Improvement Week in the US, which takes place from June 2nd to 8th this year. So the purpose of this week is to honor healthcare professionals who work closely with communities and dedicate their lives to improving the health of others. This is more evident than ever during the COVID-19 pandemic, during which many frontline health workers died while saving lives. Yes, they are the heroes of today and they deserve to be recognized for the numerous causes they work for on a daily basis. Though a week is not enough to show appreciation and gratitude for the services provided by the amazing and dedicated health workers, it's definitely a start. A really dark and unhealthy place, believe it or not, no matter how much medical technology evolves it would be useless without the presence of dedicated healthcare professionals. Empathy, care, and the human element provided by the healthcare workers make them irreplaceable. The most impressive part is many of these workers are willing to sacrifice their lives just to ensure that others remain healthy. Community Health Improvement Week was formed by Association for Community Health Improvement, in short, known as ACHI, to acknowledge all the efforts of health professionals and create awareness regarding the work they do. The mission of ACHI is to advance health communities across the US by forming numerous collaborations and endorsing health-based campaigns. Keeping this in mind, the focus of 2021 Community Health Improvement Week is COVID-19 pandemic that had a dire impact on nations across the globe. Since numerous countries are slowly getting back on their feet now, the theme for the Community Health Improvement revolves around these 3 points. The first aim is to reflect on the health disparities that caused the coronavirus to spread like wildfire, as well as the actions that needed to be taken to avoid another crisis of a similar nature. The second theme magnifies the importance of renewing the commitment to improving the health sector, while the third theme encourages communities to form alliances, collaborate, and rise together. So, community health improvement is a long-term effort that is formed to detect ways in which healthcare can be improved. Community health worker has some of the duties of community health, including helping ill patients, educating people regarding the importance of healthcare, prevention, and much more. Community health nurses are caring, empathetic, funny, attentive, focused on patients' well-being, which are the qualities of the community health nurse. You can volunteer at a clinic if you are a medical student or in the medical field. You can volunteer at a community clinic during the week and give them some relief, reducing their workload, which is the best way to show them appreciation. Or host an event like this online or a party to pay tribute and celebrate health workers of your town or across the globe. This will be also a great opportunity to mingle with the professionals and find out why they do what they do. Get creative and design a poster that shows gratitude you feel. The poster can put up at your local hospital for the entire staff to see. A Gallup survey revealed that Americans rate nurses as the most honest and ethical professionals. A doctor works 1.5 times more hours per week than average American. Nurses work 4 to 5 miles in a 12-hour shift. Around 64% of physicians work overtime. The average debt for medical graduates are 1,70,000 in 2012. So this week plays an important role in placing healthcare workers in the spotlight by highlighting the good work they do in sustaining our societies. This is definitely a well-deserved honor, seeing the admiration health professionals receive during this week is bound to encourage youth to have this profession. The more the merrier. Seeing the admiration health professionals receive during this week is bound to encourage the youth to take up this profession. Ever been stuck in the thankless job that you want to quit? Well, these are kind of feelings we don't want our health professionals to experience. So Community Health Improvement Week encourages health professionals to continue during their jobs with dedication. Just a second, we'll resume in a minute. Yeah. So today we are also commemorating End Mountain Top Removal Week in US from June 2nd to 8th. So raising awareness about the harmful effects of the mountaintop removal is the goal. Mountaintop removal is a method of coal mining. Companies raise mountains and clear the undergrowth with tractors. The debris get buried in deep holes and later stuffed with explosives. Miners blow mountains apart, scooping up tons of waste with massive machines called draglines and dumping them into nearby streams. The explosives may blow between 800 to 1,000 feet off the tops of the mountains to get the coal underneath. So mountaintop removal began in the Appalachian Mountains in 1970. It is an extension of strip mining techniques that allows for the most complete recovery of the coal seams. Mountaintop removal reduces the number of workers down to a fraction of what a mining company would require. The conventional methods, while this keeps things nice and cheap for mining companies, mountaintop removal has a devastating effect on the environment and nearby populations. Yet, this practice has continued since 1990s when the mining corporations decided to make mountaintop removal their primary method of operation. In the West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia, mountain peaks that took millions of years to form got blown off in months. Forests that got chopped down and buried to ashes, permits increased from 9,800 acres in the 1980s to 12,540 acres over 9 months in 2002. All of this affected the environment and the societies of these states. The Federal Clean Air Act, introduced in 1990s, added fuel to the fire. Standards for emissions got a lot more stringent, which meant mining companies had to source coal with lower sulfur content to prevent acid rain. West Virginia's mountain ranges have coal with low sulfur content, and the mining companies descend on them. The demand for the mountaintop coal has increased significantly since then due to higher oil prices and more energy-intensive lifestyles in the US. The Chinese and Indian economies also have a massive reliance on coal energy. Consequently, the cost of Appalachian coal has almost tripled since 2006. The good news is that many environmental organizations and even former coal miners have banded together in recent years to combat mountaintop removal. Through advocacy and activism, laws like Clean Water Act have brought some protections to mountains and surrounding communities. Mountaintop removal started in 1970s, and mountaintop removal is a form of surface coal mining. A total of 500 mountaintops have been destroyed through mountaintop removal mining. Help the movement by spreading the word. Talk to people about mountaintop removal and its adverse effects on the environment. The more allies against the harmful mining practice there are, the better. Everyday public justice movements work in federal courts to end the practice of mountaintop removal. This includes activism and lobbying lawmakers from affected areas to mobilize legal and political support for the cause. Do your part by engaging in advocacy so American mountain ranges and forests bordering them can remain intact. Even in India, we see a lot of things happen. So organizations like Earth Justice and Appalachian Voices are dedicated to eradicating mountaintop removal coal mining in the US. Donations to environmental organizations help cover the cost of court cases and other expenses incurred in their quest to protect the ecosystem. So give some of your money to help their cause during End Mountaintop Removal Week, or if you are a legal professional and advocate, or attorney, you can also contribute your services in representing the cause. And mountaintop removal has destroyed over 2,000 miles of stream supply, drinking water. In 2002, the Bush administration legalized mountaintop removal by allowing waste in waterways, which is a legal loophole. A Duke University study found that Appalachia was 40% flatter after years of mountaintop removal. Mountaintop removal coal only accounts for about 3% of America's electricity, which is unnecessary. More than 1 million acres have been surface mined for coal, affecting 40% of the land. See, the benefits it gives is too far to be recommended, because there are alternative sources that give much more better productivity and benefits. So we must take care of our environment. It's the only one we got it. And Mountaintop Removal Week allows us to conserve our environment, especially mountains, for present and future generations. The Rocky Mountains of West Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee shouldn't lose their striking beauty. Raising awareness about the harmful effects of a mountaintop removal helps preserve the natural beauty. Mountaintop removal pollutes the environment, which affects the health and well-being of communities living in these areas. Cancer, congenital disabilities, and cardiovascular diseases are some of the unwelcome side effects caused by destructive mining practices. Campaigning against mountaintop removal protects the environment and the people living in it. Today is also commemorated as National Business Etiquette Week in US from June 2nd to 8th. You can learn about business etiquette that can help you reach new heights in the professional world. The fact is, though firms mostly operate for profit, they also want to build a positive reputation in their field. This goal is better achieved when they hire employees who bring their A game to the workplace. This includes people who dress to impress as well as those who are aware of social etiquette that can be applied to their day-to-day interactions. So National Business Etiquette Week was founded in 2007 by the Protocol School of Washington. The mission of the organization is to ensure that people utilize their education, communication skills, and knowledge to excel in an office space. The Protocol School of Washington was founded in 1988, has trained over 5,000 graduates in more than 80 countries, and the institute aims to spread information regarding the business etiquette and how social networking and manners can lead to opportunities that will change your life. It is also thought process that lead to the creation of National Business Etiquette Week. And you may be surprised to hear this, but solely working hard and being good at your job will not get you noticed. No matter how intelligent you are, there is some business etiquette that you must follow in order to be noticed by the ones responsible for your next promotion. Interpersonal and intercultural communications are a must in a professional environment. Business etiquette includes being polite, such as saying thank you and please, as well as mastering the perfect relationship and perfect handshake. Some of the common business etiquette rules that needs to be followed by all employees include showing up to work on time, dressing appropriate, and always greeting colleagues with a smile. Most importantly, respect everyone around you and refrain from passing judgment. Following these simple rules can aid you in reaching new heights in your career. Business etiquette are a set of rules that decide how people in a business interact. Some basic rules include no gossiping, concentrating on your handshake, saying please and thank you, and most importantly, being on time. Always keep your desk clean and ensure no personal items are visible. There are so many office-related rules that you might not be aware of. To ensure your business etiquette is up to date, read up on the topic. Be vocal on social media and start sharing articles on business etiquette. This helps in promoting the week since your friends will be interviewed to read up on different forms of business etiquette. Talk to your boss and arrange a seminar regarding office etiquette at your workplace. This is essential since office etiquette must be learned by all those who have high professional goals to achieve. A firm handshake will make you appear smart and confident, which is the first impression. Replying to emails late is considered bad etiquette by bosses, and people from Asian countries feel strongly about the importance of business cards. Texting and playing with your phone at the breakfast, lunch, or dinner table is unacceptable. The way you dress affects your reputation. So it improves communication, it highlights basic manners, it's educational. National Business Etiquette Week is essential since it highlights the basic etiquette that many seem to have forgotten over time. Learning etiquette plays a great role in enhancing the image of employees. Learning and applying etiquette in a workplace and business interaction increases mutual respect and improves levels of communication. This week plays a great role in educating employees on how they can perform better and be more successful by adopting a good business etiquette. This week is also commemorated as National Headache Awareness Week in US from June 2nd to June 8th. And thanks to the research and spread awareness regarding this common ailment, you'll come across interesting ways to help cure a headache. Headaches get worse with age. The question is, what is the cause of headaches? Is it stress-related, diet-related, or linked to a life-threatening ailment? These are some queries that can be answered only when extensive research is done on this topic. This is why special weeks such as National Headache Awareness Week provides help to thousands of people across the US. So National Headache Awareness Week takes place every year in the first full week of June with the aim of spreading awareness regarding one of the most common ailments in the world. The first week of its kind took place in 1993 and was sponsored by the National Headache Foundation. The NHF dedicates a week to headaches since the sole purpose of the organization is to spread information regarding headaches as well as other diseases that can cause them. Headaches are more common than you imagine. In fact, a survey conducted by the NIM revealed that more than 45 million Americans suffered from severe headaches during first different phases in their lives. Here's another fact that you didn't know. There are about 150 types of headaches. The most common types of headaches include tension, migraine, cluster, and sinus headaches. Each headache has a different impact and varying levels of pain that can be countered with specific mechanism or medication. Apart from bringing different types of headaches to the forefront, the NHF also aims to identify triggers that cause headache in different people. According to research, the most common headache triggers are lack of sleep, change of weather, noise, menstruation, stress, and too much computer usage. Once these triggers are identified, people can ensure they maintain a lifestyle to combat them. Keep reading to find out more interesting facts online and offline. and attending events like this about headaches and why celebrating this week is also so important for everyone. Since June is a warm month, people tend to get dehydrated fast, and dehydration often triggers headaches and migraines. That's why generally people get more headaches in June. Headaches and migraines are represented by red and purple colored ribbons. A cluster headache is the most painful and often called the suicide headache. Tired of taking medicines? Whenever a headache strikes, National Headache Awareness Week is a perfect time to look for herbal cures for headaches. Around $3.5 billion is spent yearly on headache medication. Tension headaches are the most common headaches. Misalignment of the vertebrae also causes headaches. Sleeping can fix headaches, which is an easiest cure. So if you are having headache, take a small nap. Headaches can be inherited from parents. So this week aids in creating awareness regarding the ailment that affects everyone in the world. This week reminds people that they aren't alone and a cure to even the worst headaches is within their reach. This solution lies in research and effort, since a lot of discussions regarding headaches takes place during this week. Many natural and medical ways to relieve headache are brought to the forefront. This week is also commemorated as National Week of the Ocean from June to 8th, and 8th of June we are commemorating World Oceans Day. So this year it takes place from June 2nd to 8th. It spotlights the threats faced by marine habitats and species and offers solutions on how to solve them. The ocean makes up about 70% of the world's surface, supplies about 50% of oxygen in the world, acts as a vital source of carbon and regulates the weather. Alongside this, it is the main source of protein for more than 1 billion people around the world and is a key to our economy, with an estimated 40 million people being employed by ocean-based industries by 2030. The ocean has been around since the beginning of time, as it houses some of the oldest creatures ever known to man or humankind. According to the scientists, the jellyfish is even older than dinosaurs, dating back at least 650 million years ago. The ocean is still largely unexplored and houses a variety of species, from the smallest animals, the zooplankton, to the largest ones like blue whale. In 1992, the concept of World Ocean Day was proposed by Canada's International Centre for Ocean Development and the Ocean Institute of Canada, OIC, and at the Earth Summit at the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, UNCED, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. This led to the first Ocean Day in 1992, where objectives were set and they were to move the ocean from sidelines to the center of intergovernmental discussions. Coordinated efforts that began with the Ocean Project and the World Ocean Network, first launching the website www.worldoceanday.org, which allows others to join hands in raising profile of the ocean and then with help make difference for our ocean planet in 2004. For people to sign up a petition to the United Nations to officially recognize 8th June as World Ocean Day. The day was then officially recognized by the United Nations in December 2008. So the International Center for Ocean Development and the Ocean Institute of Canada proposed the concept of World Ocean Day in 1992. The first National Week of the Ocean Observance takes place in 1992. The Ocean Project and the World Ocean Network launched the Help Make a Difference for Our Ocean Planet. In 2004, the day is officially recognized by the United Nations in 2008. The largest ocean in the world is the Pacific, with approximately 63 million square miles of area, and the smallest one is the Arctic Ocean with an area of 6.1 million square miles, which is the world's smallest ocean. The salt in the ocean primarily comes from the rocks on land and openings in the seafloor. So spread awareness, keep the beaches clean, watch a documentary about the ocean to see how exactly or how much the activities of humans affect the ocean and its inhabitants. When you watch these documentaries, you tend to care more for the ocean. We still don't know much about the world oceans. They are mostly unexplored. Less than 5% has been explored. The longest chain of mountains on Earth, the mid-ocean ridge, is almost entirely beneath the ocean and stretches across a distance of 40,000 miles. The world's longest mountain chain is underwater. There are about 55,000 museums in the world, and the oceans still hold more artifacts than they do combined. As much as the world is covered by water, so is the US, which is about 50%. The Pacific Ocean holds more islands than anywhere in the world, about 25,000 of them. So it reminds people that there are a lot of species that needs to be protected. These species can only survive when we take better care of the ocean and protects marine life. Everyone loves the beach. Observing National Week of the Ocean reminds everyone to keep the beaches clean for everyone to use. So this is a day to educate everyone on the benefits of the ocean, as well as the dangers it faces from us. This makes people more conscious of the needs of the ocean. Today is also commemorated as National Cancer Survival Day in US on June 2nd this year, which is celebrated on first Sunday in June every year. So the non-profit National Cancer Survivors Day Foundation rallies its forces and resources to promote National Care Survivors Day in the US and worldwide, as it has done since 1988. The NCSD Foundation builds the holiday or this day as a celebration of life, where survivors, described as anyone who has a history of disease from the point of diagnosis through the remainder of life, gather with families, friends, and supporters to raise awareness, spread information, provide service, and honor other services or survivors, all to show that life after a cancer diagnosis can be full and fruitful. The first celebration of National Cancer Survivors' Day was held on June 5th, 1988. The style commemoration has always been that an open network with local municipalities, hospitals, and other groups all staging such festivities as parades and rallies. NCSD celebrations have also included exhibits, carnivals, contests, and testimonies by high-profile survivors. In 2008, the fanfare included a commencement by the US President George W. Bush side by side with the director of National Cancer Institute. Official coverage of National Cancer Survivors Day is provided by the magazine Coping with Cancer during the 2020 celebration. As the magazine reported, many events were cancelled or changed to online only or socially distanced versions. But the day still included a drive through the red carpet celebration in Louisville, Kentucky, with all vehicles all decked out in pink and red. Pink corsets and plumage donned in the parade by the New Orleans pussyfooters in that city, a virtual ribbon walk in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and many more unique instances of coming together in solidarity and survivors. The process for registering your own NCSD event is easy and streamlined. So you can collaborate with them. So this year, 37th Annual National Cancer Survivor Day is celebrated on June 2nd. So with this, we shall end today's commemorations. If anyone is interested to make presentations, we can go ahead with presentations, or we shall end it today as being Sunday. We'll take it up in detail tomorrow. So if there are no further thing, then we'll close it today. The registration form is being closed. The feedback form has been raised in the form of polls. We request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form before you leave the platform. So see you all tomorrow at the same time with the same link. Take care. Good night.